got him on CNN. Joy Reid got him. Roland talking about him. Somebody else had him on. Then he want to sit there and say he didn't say what he said. You did say black families were stronger during the Jim Crow era. And I promise you, I wish somebody would come along and Jim Crow his ass. I wish he would get Vivek Ramaswamy like Ann Coulter did and just wake his black ass up. Him and Tim Scott. They need to be woken up because these are your words. I can't even find the thing no more. I'm trying to find it. Here, you sitting here, a grown-ass man.
It's when you home with your wife raising your kids, and then you look at the world, you're saying, oh, wait a minute, time out. This does not look right. How can I get something to my kids? It goes back to the conversation of generational wealth. Not just having a job, generational wealth. I'm looking at my kids. How can my kids be on my shoulders when they take off in life? That's what's happening.
All right, I didn't get the part where he specifically said Jim Crow, but because his father wasn't there for him.
Well, more black people voted conservatively. And then HEW, Lyndon Johnson, and then you go down that road, and now we are where we are. What's happened in America the last 10 years, and I say because it's my contemporaries as well as his contemporaries, you're starting to see more black people be married in homes, raising kids. It's when you home with your wife raising your kids, and then you look at the world, you're saying, oh, wait a minute, time out. This does not look right. Black families with younger black men and black women. And that is also helping to breed the revival of a black middle class in America. You see, during Jim Crow, the black family was together. During Jim Crow, more black people were not just conservative, because black people always have been conservative-minded, but more black people voted conservatively. And then HEW, Lyndon Johnson, and then you go to...
Okay, because more black people were conservative conservative-minded, is what he's saying during Jim Crow. I promise you. Because some of y'all KKK put your mask on and your hoods on, and please Jim Crow his black ass. Jim Crow him.
Down that road, and now we are.
If you Jim Crowed him and I became president, I would pardon your ass. I promise you I would pardon you, so that he would stop saying foolishness like he's saying. And so, see, it's people like this that take Jim Crow and things that happened in an era where his ass, excuse me, where his ass wasn't even born. And that's why your daddy wasn't with your mama, first of all. And then you sitting there with a cancer stick in your hand. He need to be woken up by somebody. Him, Tim Scott, they just need to be woken up. People always say KKK and the MAGA, they don't want black people amongst their mix. This is why, right here. They're never going to accept you because you grew up being taught what you were being taught. It doesn't matter that you learned to adjust and relate, and that your issues are their issues, and you agree that families should be together. I disagree. I never wanted to be married to somebody who was not my best friend. Never. But I wanted kids. I always knew I wanted kids very early, and I had my kids. And I took care of them myself. Now, I'm not advocating for women who aren't strong enough mentally, emotionally, and physically to do that. No, I'm not. But you're so stuck in your own minutia of what you think that these people want from you, whether it's Donald Trump or white people or whomever, you're so busy trying to prove and be that one blackie that proves there's no racism, to be that one black Indian, Vivek, to prove that there's no racism. Oh, it's just people making up excuses. There ain't but so much money to go around, and I've been telling y'all forever, racism is more about greed than anything else. So now we come full circle because the migrants are here. And it ain't that black people going to take anything from white people. Now you got the migrants doing it, and y'all letting them in the country, and y'all letting them vote and all this shit. So they're going to vote in their own kind. And people think that America can't be stolen. It's being stolen. It's just not happening in a war. The war that I've been telling you that's going to come is when black and poor white middle class and upper echelon people, those who are not rich. And if you ain't got $10 million in America, you're not rich. If you got $1 million, 2 million, that's just enough to live so that you can live and travel comfortably. You are not rich if you got $2 million. You need a minimum of 5 to be considered rich, and 10 to actually be rich. $10 million. But he just need to learn his lesson, and that's what this is about him. He just want money. That's why he's saying black families were better during Jim Crow. Black families had to stick together. Hell, half them black families weren't even related to each other. They just stuck together because they had to. And this fool sitting up here saying this. I gotta go. But I'm gonna put this video out. And I wish somebody would Jim Crow his ass. I swear to God, I wish somebody. If I become president, I told you, I will pardon you if you Jim Crow this motherfucker. Have a good day.